Hi, and very much welcome to Studio DSM, a cooperation between Swedish shipping magazine Sjöfartstidningen and this exhibition Donse Shipping Meet. Now, I would like to welcome Bengt Sangberg, Marine Chief Executive at Bureau Veritas. Welcome to Studio DSM.
Thank you very much.
What do you do here today?
I'm in charge of our exhibition at Donse Shipping Meet. I have a team of 6 people with me, representing Bureau Veritas.
In short, what does Bureau Veritas do?
We do a conformity assessment.
And what does that mean for the
Well, we make sure that a process or a product is complying with standards. It can be any standard, it could be classification standards, rules, regulations from flag states, national authorities. It can be ISO standards like 9000, 14000, etc. So our core business is to make sure that something is compliant with a standard.
Yeah. I would like to talk a little bit about the future of shipping. What role does Bureau Veritas play in the future of shipping?
We have been in the market since 1828.
Long history then.
Yeah. So our role is to continue to deliver this conformity assessment. It will change as it has done in the past. New regulations will come. You have seen we have environmental problems. Therefore, we need to make international legislation that is valid for every state in the world, so we can compete on even level. That's important for a global industry like shipping. It's very important that shipping can contribute in a positive way to reduce, for instance, greenhouse gases, reduce particles in the air, reduced NOx and other hazardous gases.
Recently, the last few years, we have seen SECA, the sulfur emission controls, and most lately the Ballast Water Treatment Convention. What new regulations are we seeing in the forthcoming years?
Yeah, it's a good question. But as the industry is developing, not only domestic but also international, there will be a need for future regulations. For instance, in the Arctic area, and how to, for instance, rescue people in a ship disaster along the coast of Greenland, for instance, where you have a big ship with more than 5,000 people on board. That requires very, very good and thorough rescue arrangement. And in order to do that, we need to agree internationally, so we know what to do in such an occasion or accident.
Yeah.
Also, transportation of products in the Arctic area is on the table for discussion for the time being.
Do you see any new environmental regulations coming? We have talk of NECA, NOx emission control.
Yes, it will come more and more because what we would like to achieve as human beings is a good environment. So we would like to reduce NECA and sulfur, greenhouse gases. Maybe in the future we will not see ships on fossil fuel, but on other type of fuels. So this is the start of a journey, so to say, how to develop new technology that can reduce harmful substances. The legislation has, of course, to respect the industry's ability to invent new technology. So therefore, the member states of, for instance, UN and the EU, they should be positive in order to support new technology, in order to improve our environment.
In what way does Bureau Veritas have to adapt to the new future? In what way does your work change?
Well, of course, when the new legislation is in place, we have to train our surveyors so they understand the new legislation, so they can perform the conformity assessment we are asked to do for the industry. It's very important as a class society that we can deliver a harmonized survey of ships and shipping company, not only in Sweden and in North Europe, but globally. Therefore, it's so important that well-trained people can be supplied that are following the same international rules. So that is the first task. And then, of course, we should be able to deliver that assessment in a time-efficient and economical way for the industry.
Yeah. And one recent change we've seen here in Sweden is that the Transport Authority have decided to delegate some of their responsibilities to class societies like Bureau Veritas and others. What do you expect from this kind of cooperation?
More work.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because each national authority have their own philosophy how much to delegate to the private companies. But we are driven or managed by the national authorities through an recognized organization agreement. So without that we can do nothing. That is the kind of driving license the class societies are provided with by the flag states and national authorities.
Yeah.
So when the political people in a country decides, well, we would like to delegate more of the work from the authorities to private organizations, then a new set of agreement has to be done or has to be made between the national authority in Sweden, STA and Transportstyrelsen, and the class societies. That is the driving license for the class societies. Yeah.
How does the cooperation work so far?
Very good, very good, very good.
Do you expect more of the issues to be delegated to class societies in the future?
That is hard to say, because it's very important that the flag society, the flag state, has a capacity and competence. So it will be a kind of joint venture between the private conformity assessment companies and the flag states. It's nobody's wish to dilute the flag states' competence to zero, because that will give us problems.
Yeah.
But we have to support national authorities so they can do their work. Very important.
So the future will tell then how this cooperation will develop.
Yeah, it's very well formulated in the agreements we have with the flag states in every country. We have agreements with 140 countries in the world, and they are but they are to some extent different, these agreements between the countries.
Yeah. And back to DSM then, what do you and your company expect from these 2 days?
Well, this is number 4 time we have been here, are here. So I've been here from the very first beginning. It's very interesting to be a part of this event, and it's also important for us to show up with the team I have here to inform the market that we are present, that we are able to deliver, and that we are interested in the market and help the industry, not only ship managers and ship owners, but also the manufacturers of equipment and material like engines and other products a ship consists of. And of course to maintain a good relationship with the flag states in the Nordic countries and the shipyards in Asia, of course. Yes.
Everything cooperates.
It ties together, yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bengt Sangberg, for visiting Studio DSM.
Thank you for the invitation.
And for those of you who would like to see more videos from Studio DSM or read more about what's happening here at Donsö Shipping Meet, visit www.sjöfartstidningen.se for more info from here. And until next time, have a nice day.